All right, let me set the scene for you, okay? It's way in the future. The Earth, it's kind of dunsies, okay? We got huge climate problems. It's all too warm, right? The whole global warming thing is taking its course. We got nuclear war. Nobody can agree with each other, right? We've exhausted the planet of its resources, and we've destroyed its ecosystem. It's time to leave the Earth and go off and find someplace new. At least that was the solution that they had. So they sent out hundreds of arcs full of hundreds of thousands of people in all directions looking for a new home. Okay? We got lots of different places in mind, and we're sending them out there. Now, this is long into the future. We figured out how to go faster than the speed of light, all that stuff, right? But even then, space, it's still really hard. Okay? Space is a tough cookie, and you can't swallow it real all that easy. And so most of these arcs, well, they don't make it. Disasters hit. In our case, it's a giant electrical storm that's taken out all of our communications, and eventually our ship, without any control, careens off course into an asteroid belt and just gets obliterated into a whole bunch of pieces. Okay? Couldn't have done anything about it. But there is good news. We have an advanced ship AI that is still functional, at least functional. Got a few robots that are still out, and of all of the stasis pods, all the stasis clusters that were with our ship, one of them is still functioning. One of them is still on. There's still hope. At least that's where our story starts, in STARDEUS. Hi, my name is Charlie, and this is STARDEUS. Special thanks to Paradox for sending me out a key early. This is a closed alpha version, so everything you see, subject to change. I believe you guys will get access to this on Steam on October 12th. I might have that date wrong, but I think it's correct. So got a few days, and I hope you guys can at least enjoy the content I got for you before you can jump into it yourself. Maybe learn a thing or two on what to do, and probably especially, at least knowing this channel, what not to do as well. We're going to go to a new game. Now, this thing is going to get compared to Rimworld a lot, and there are certainly a lot of comparisons, but I think there's a ton of differentiation here. We're going to go through those. You're going to see. And just the element of being in space and traveling in space and having the ultimate goal of finding a habitable world and landing on that world and terraforming that world and starting a new home, that entire thing is actually quite different from Rimworld. At least that process is, right? I mean, in Rimworld, you try to survive long enough so that you can leave, okay? This, we're trying to land, survive long enough so that we can find it, land, and start a home. It's a little bit different there. We're going to go with the wrecked scenario. The story that I just shared with you is my own story, kind of dressed up, but it works alongside the wrecked campaign scenario. You can also go to Leaving Earth, which starts you with a small ship kind of already built and a whole bunch of materials. You can go with an empty ship. You can go with a random ship and just run with it. So let the game's, procedural generation or whatever, just give you something functional to start with. Or you can go sandbox and go creative and have everything unlocked for you. It's up to you. So we're going to go wrecked. I'm going to go balanced on the story generator. And for the name, I do want you guys to submit names for the ship. We also have a shuttle, maybe multiple shuttles. We can have the opportunity to name those. We've got robots. We've got humans. We got pets. You can send your names in the comments down below. I will try to incorporate as many of you as I can. But for this, I'm going to call the ship name Fedora, at least for now, because I think this is also what's going to be the faction name, and it's sort of just kind of what we do on this channel. I just sort of push that in there. For the game seed, if you match the seed to what I have on screen, it's likely that you and I will start at roughly the same. I don't know. So we're going to try this. I'm just hitting randomize. 177550758. Now, modifiers. We're going to go difficulty balanced. Disable combat, disable device wear, all that stuff. I'm going to increase the map size because I like it. It says it may have a negative effect on performance. We're going to put the 3090 to the test, huh? Let's see. We're going to go no pause. Time can't be stopped. I'm not going to click that. However, I am going to leave this on. No reload, permadeath. I think that's the way the game was meant to be played. So this is the default setting. We're going to leave it. That's all the multipliers. So if you're wondering what the modifiers are, there you go. This game also has is going to have a huge amount of mod support in the future, so expect lots of differences with this. In fact, all of the vanilla assets in here are actually installed in the game as mods, like a vanilla mod set. So, I mean, everything is from the ground up, ready to go and modding, so that's pretty cool for the devs to do that. Okay, this is it. Let's go. So let's continue the story. Earth has perished. Survivors are roaming the universe in search of a new home. You are hibernating in Fedora, an Ark vessel equipped with an advanced AI that will wake the colonists after a base has been established on a habitable planet. It is the AI's job to navigate safely to this new planet, and when it finds one that's suitable, it will then wake the colonists, at least some of them up, and we can start the colonization's efforts, right? But unfortunately, our ship had a bit of an issue, like many other Arks. And this electrical storm knocked out our communications, knocked out a lot of all of the electronics on the ship, and the AI got all glitched up, and it factory reset itself. It's still there, it's up and running, but it has no idea what happened, and it has to start from scratch. It's not programmed this, it didn't learn this, and so it's going to pick one colonist that it feels is most compatible with itself, and it is going to assimilate that colonist into itself. At least that's what we're going with here. Greetings, colonist. I am Ship OS, an artificial intelligence that controls the ship. There was a catastrophic failure that triggered an upload of human consciousness. You were selected as the most compatible surviving subject. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Now, the ship's computer is way over here. This is us, okay? This is the difference in Rimworld. We are the computer, all right? We have control over anything that the computer is connected to and can control. We are able to work with things in our neural network, and we must preserve this device at all costs, because if this thing dies, we lose. We're also unable to break Asimov's first, at least for now. You can go good, you can go evil, but for the start, we're just going for survival. Looks like someone managed to survive. We should keep an eye on the colonists. Fixing and relocating some facilities over in this area could keep them alive longer. And it says there are 784 more survivors hibernating in the Stasis Array, but life support systems will become unstable unless we reestablish power. All right, so functioning pods, trigger, etc., etc. So I'm gonna skip the tutorial. It's gonna unlock everything for me, and it's gonna give me my first quest now. So I'm gonna pause the game really quick so we can zoom out. Now, like I said before, you can start this game with a ship already built. You absolutely can do that. This kind of looks like a fish, doesn't it? Doesn't this ship kind of look like a fish? Like a back fin. I feel like we could make a fish ship, you know? I might actually go with that. That'll be the design of our ship. Our ship design will be a fish. I mean, it does kind of look like it. So anyway, it looks like our ship was split in half. Now we have over here the Stasis Array. This is where the remaining colonists are. And this thing's a little unstable. It's not really getting with it right now, and it's going to periodically, without our control, start waking up colonists, and you know, obviously they'll die. So we need to make sure that they get that area running so that they can live. We do, however, have a couple of survivors over here. Now, this is a door, and we have Groot. Hello, Groot. We also have Eisenmacher. Now, these are our two colonists. These are the only two that are alive currently, and you cannot control them. They do whatever they do. In fact, I can't control any of this stuff because it's not connected to me. That's right. My consciousness has been uploaded here, and now I control the AI, or I am part of the AI system. So in order to control anything here, I got to get it hooked up to this, and that sucks because it's so far away. So we're probably going to get killed. However, there are a couple of things the game will allow me to do. For starters, I can go over to the door and tell it to lock. I'm able to do this. I don't know why, but I am. So I'm able to tell these doors to lock. And so they are locked now. Doors are all locked. And that's important because if I don't lock these doors, then these guys will just go on outside. And if they do that, there's a good chance they're going to die, okay? Now, currently inside here, there's a heater, but there's no connection to the ship computer. so I don't think it's running. We also have an oxygen producer, but again, there's no connection to the ship's computer, so I don't think it's running. There's a high degree of likeliness that all of this just dies, and these two colonists are probably not going to make it anyway, because our computer is way the frick over here. So here's what I want to do. We are going to try to bring these two halves of the ship closer to the ship computer. I need everything to be around this. So we're going to try to get that. Now, in order to do that, we got to do a couple of things. We can follow the quest, and that is a good idea because the quest also rewards us with certain things as we go. Let's take a look at the research tree really quick. This is, whoops, hello. Research, come on back. I left clicked. All right, right clicked. So this is our research tree. It's not that extensive, but each one of these is very meaningful. And there's also a one that's hidden here. We can't figure out what it is yet. Ooh, mysteries. Anyway, we have space travel as a category. We've got technology, energy. We've got construction, biotech, science. And as you go further down, we also get economy and computing right down here. So what we're going to want to do is kind of prioritize our research. And how research works is we dedicate processing power to trying to learn it. That power has to come from somewhere. And so I'm thinking probably first what I should do is follow the tutorial, follow the quest, because it's going to unlock things for us. For example, the reward for just connecting, building and connecting in 820 is we're rewarded with the technology tree. That's this. We're just going to be given this, which is a good thing to be given because we get storage units, repair stations, transistors, and copper wires we can run. Okay, so that's what we're going to start with. So let's go in to build electricity and get one of these 820s. Now, I just want to show you, the game implements building tools pretty cool. You can right-click anywhere, you get this little wheel, and you get all these different tools. These tools are also available at the bottom, at least for the most part. And if you go to build and you go to electricity, this is a connector 820. What this means is that it has 8 connection sockets and it has a connection radius of 20 tiles, which is pretty far. If you take a look at the radius on this thing, that's pretty far. I'm going to try to build this as far out as I can, and I'm going to build it right here. This is a pretty good spot because it gets me further this direction, and I want to be further this direction. So I'm going to try to build it here. Now, we got a bunch of robots, and we wirelessly integrate with these. We wirelessly connect with these. So these are drones. They have reaction control systems that allow them to effectively fly. But there are robots. Robots are more capable at their jobs, but they require ground to move. So this one can't fly. This is Persuader. Again, we can rename all of these things. Persuader Vin. And he has a certain set of skills, good construction skills, great with repairs, etc. To where the drone also has a set of skills, but he's not quite as skilled at things. And there's certain things he just simply cannot do compared to, say, this, which can do science as well, looks like. All right, so we're going to build this once they have the resources gathered. Where are they getting them? From all the junk in space, of course. Look at all the titanium and steel we have. We're going to be able to collect all this stuff and repurpose and use it. So this is the 820, and we're going to go ahead and connect this 820 to the computer. Done. Now, because I'm paused, nothing's going to run in the simulation. The simulation can only run when we're unpaused. So that's that pop-up, and I'll see it again, and then I'll click the button. But what we want to do is also connect the battery so that we can charge it as well. And we don't need to collect the light, although the light is like only 100 watts. It's no big deal. So we're going to go ahead and unpause. That's going to get us part 1 of 4 of the opening quest done. Second thing wants me to get a matter reactor going because we need power, right? So let's go ahead and go into electricity, matter reactor. This is going to just convert solid material. We get to choose what that material is, but it's going to convert solid material into energy. That's all it does. I'm going to build 2 of them actually because I can. And I can go into the task and I can raise the priority of that task to make bots do this one first if I want to. Task and priority system works very similarly to Rimworld, except that the numbers will work the opposite way. In other words, 1 is not the most important thing. 9 is the most important thing. Bigger the number, the better. Now, there are a couple of spacesuits and a helmet nearby, and we're going to want to go in and try to find those. Anytime there's an object in an unsafe area that's supposed to be in a safe environment for people, it will notify me over here. And so we can see that there's a spacesuit way over here. I can relocate these anytime I want to. All I have to do is click the object, go to relocate, and then click where I want to relocate. In this case, I'm going to just put it in here. Now, the drones are going to complain because the doors are not unlocked and they're not going to be able to do that. And that's fine. I will temporarily unlock them and hope that the humans are not so stupid as to walk out into space. We will see how smart they really are. They're not very smart. I wish they were smarter, but they don't do things for their own survival. They just do things, man. All right, so we're going to let that happen. And then I am going to say this door is open. So let's have this door be unlocked. Okay, so there is a door that's unlocked. Let's hope the humans don't rush to their doom. We take a look at the top right here. You can see we have an electricity grid as well as the batteries connected, so that's good. We have an inventory. We can see the entire inventory that we have, at least in storage-wise. This number is a little low. I think it's going to probably go up as we go. We have temperature events, or not events. They have just temperature reading here. This shows us that it's currently 21 degrees Celsius. I'll leave it into metric for all you peeps. I'll do that. That's fine. We have oxygen here, which is currently at 21% in here, which is perfect. You want about 21%. Insulation. This is a good indication of how insulated things are. In this case, the living area is very insulated, and also it's very good and airtight, at least except for this, because this door is not an airlock, it's just a door, and so it's constantly letting oxygen and heat out. As long as we're pumping it in faster than it's leaving, then we're good, but it's constantly letting things out. It's not the right door. We have a known beings tab, which shows us everything that's here, including the 2 humanoids that are here. And then we have any type of available tasks that are able to do. And there's lots of different things like this, lots of different sections. The things I'm going to spend most of my time in probably is the research section and the temperature and oxygen readings, probably. Now, we also have upgrades you can do. And in this case, we have another object in the unsafe area. And that is... Nope. Wait for it. Not going to show me, okay? I'm going to go ahead and go to F2, which opens up my inventory. I'm going to find the upgrade, and it is here. Reactor efficiency upgrade. It's just sitting over here. So we're going to take this efficiency upgrade. I'm going to relocate this all the way over to here. Drop it off there. Now, you can see that they've built this one first. I just wanted to show you how well the priority system works. You can see that they went ahead and built that one first. I'm going to go ahead and tell them that I don't want this one to be built anymore. I don't need it built. So we're going to go ahead and cancel that task. We have one already, and that's good enough for me. Then we're going to connect this to the computer. You do that through the connection nodes. So even if I want to connect this to here, I still have to go through these nodes. Okay, so this is going to allow me to configure this, and it sounds weird, but it is more efficient to just go ahead and use steel as the energy output source, as the energy source. So this isn't really burning, it is a matter reactor. It is transforming matter, and in this case, we're going to use steel because we have a ton of it, and that's going to create electricity. Electricity is a very important thing to create because that's how we research things. So I'm going to go into the research screen really quick. This is going to give us technology, and that's what we want it to have. We want it to give us technology. I am going to want it to also give me advanced energy would be nice, but I'm going to go with a winch. So I'm going to add this to the queue as well. That's our research queue. So I showed you how you can build things from this little wheel and also down here. There's actually a better way to do this, and that is with just hitting tab. If you want to build anything, you just hit tab and you type what you want. In this case, I want a floor. There it is. There's lots of different varieties of floors. I can just pick one and run. That is a super cool, very easy feature to get things working really well, and I like that a lot. I'm going to fill in some of the holes here with some floor tiles here really quick. So let's just fill in this. I'm going to try to get this place to be somewhat ready to go. Now, this, like I said, is a slower start. If you wanted to start faster, you can just simply start with a ship already made, and the game will allow you to do that. And you'd probably be very close to up and running already in terms of like moving on to the next planet or whatever. But I find that the story is much more captivating if you have to start with like madness and rebuild that madness from scratch. I love that story, and I'm going to try and use it if I can. I don't like necessarily the shape of the ship, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to add onto it. And I'll probably add like a proper bridge section right over here on the front of it. I'm not entirely sure how I want the shape of the ship to be just yet, but that's where I'm going for now. Where's the human? I see Eisenmacher. I don't see the other. Where did Groot go? Groot! Okay, now Groot is out in space, but Groot also has... I don't want to rename Groot. Somebody in the comments is going to be, I'm claiming Groot. I am Groot. Anyway, you can see equipment-wise, she has a bodysuit. So she has a spacesuit that's body and head protection. So since she has that, her comfortable temperature is much lower. She's able to survive in space because she has this. So she left the comfort of this place, but she did so with having a spacesuit, thankfully. Now, Eisenmacher could grab this spacesuit, and he may, but he doesn't have a helmet. So the fact, if he decides to put that on and walk outside without a helmet, well, he's an idiot. Let's hope he doesn't do that. In the meantime, I have power, and so I'm going to start using that spare power, in this case 25 kilowatts, to research winch. I want to do that so that I can bring these pieces together, so I can get all this stuff over here. So I'm hoping that these guys can survive long enough for me to bring everything together. In the meantime, these guys are going to build some of the sections of the ship that I'd like to keep, and I'm also going to prompt repairs on a few of these things. Let's get repairs on these floor panels here. On these floor nodes, these are very good. I'm not going to have them for a little while, so I'd really like to get them. We can start growing things in that. That's be good. Not really vital that we fix the lights. There's a chair here. That's pretty good. There's a battery here. We want to get that repaired. There is actually quite a bit of these mini planters, so I do like that quite a bit. Yep. Good. So I think temporarily what I could do is with the winch, because I'm probably going to need to do it anyway. We're going to build a quick floor, and we're going to build one, I think maybe like right here. And we're not going to keep it, but I'm building it so that I can place another one of these power nodes down it, and then hopefully place another one of them here, and then work my way over here so that this stuff will have power. I need that to have power. Now, we also have a couple of other modules that are very important to us. One of them is a disk module. This is a 24 zettabyte one, which is very good. We're going to want to relocate this over towards our computer, and I'm just going to put it here for now. Hard drive space is required in order to maintain the memory of researching things. So when we go to here in this research area, you can see that we have we're using 4 out of our 8 available memory. This memory is used while you're researching. So once you're done researching, you go back to not using any memory. So our capacity right now is 8 memory, EB. Now we also have disk space. Right now we're only using 6 zettabytes out of a possible 32, which means we have 26 available. You can see the research we're doing here requires 4 amounts of memory and 6 permanent hard drive space, which is why we're using 6 already. The computer will allot the available memory slot before it begins the research. So you don't have to worry about running out in the middle of research. If you are in the middle of something, you already have enough space. All right, so once we have the winch, I think we're gonna then shift to get probably biotech, or we're gonna be given science for free, I'm pretty sure. We're going to be given technology for free. So I think from the winch, we'll go with construction speed so that I can get things built faster. And then after that, we'll queue up biotech. Okay. So the important thing is that we keep people safe and that we repair all the things that are useful. We don't have to repair anything. We can tear the whole thing down and rebuild it from scratch, but it's going to be faster if we can just simply use a lot of the things that are useful here, especially stuff that we can't build ourselves, okay? Now, people might pop out of this every once in a while, and if they do, they're going to appear over here, and then they'll just die immediately because, well, they're out in space, and it's super cold, and yeah. It doesn't matter, though. We've got almost 800 people. So we're an AI, remember. We don't necessarily care about everyone surviving. It's all about the mission. The mission is most important. The mission is first, okay? And we didn't destroy them. We didn't mess up their life, okay? We're just trying to save those we can. So I'm going to put this battery just down here in a general area for now. Actually, I probably should put it over here, but it's okay. So let's get this hooked up, and that's going to connect more hard drive space for us. So now if we take a look, we actually have 56 available storage. Very good. We only have that while it's hooked up to this this network. So we have a couple of different types of bots here. You notice the different designs. The guys in silver and purple or pink here, these guys are construction bots, and the other ones are just carriers. They move stuff around, which is good. So what I want to do now is I'm going to take and put another connector down here. It's important that I place it in a spot that is going to get connected with that one. So right there is fine. So the carriers will go ahead and deliver resources. The construction bot will go ahead and build it. I need to leave a space open on this so that I can connect it, because connecting to this one is still a connection. So just be 7 out of 8 at least if you want to keep the network going. So there. Okay. And then how far can I reach over here? I can get here. Good. So we're going to go ahead and get another one linked in right there for now. This is going to allow me to power the rest of this stuff. This is a solar panel, which is very handy. I'm going to place that there for now. And if I can get any other solar panels built, yeah, right here, let's relocate this one. Solar panels are very, very valuable, and we got to have as many of them as possible here. It's just free power. It doesn't look like we have a whole lot left. There's one right here. It needs repaired first. We can't move it until it's repaired. You don't want to move damaged goods. Don't really need to repair any of this stuff yet. The battery should be repaired. This is another disk module. We should repair that. This is a loom. Very useful, but we don't need it just yet. Another oxygen pump would be good to get. So many of these mini planters. This is going to be great. Even this big planter here is going to be great. We have a pet bed here. Odd, but okay. We can take that. Never seen that before. And here we go. Let's go ahead and connect this here. Okay. So now that we're in this area, we might be able to connect a lot of other stuff. Did we fix this? Looks like we did. Yep, this is repaired. And so is this one. We're going to move a couple of these. I think this one, since it's repaired, I'm going to relocate you to just kind of be in the middle here. Wait. I think I need you. Yeah, I actually need you there. Let's cancel that. I'll move you instead. And we'll put you like this. Also, there's another solar panel here. Let's repair that as well. Let's see. Did we get this one repaired? Yep. So let's bring this over, relocate it to here. And we want to also relocate one of these floor nodes. These floor ones are really nice because they have they're 32 connection points, but they only have an 8 tile radius. So they don't go as far, but they connect to a lot of stuff. So if you're in if you're going to have a concentrated area with a lot of electronics, these are the types of connectors that you want. And we're going to connect these up with solar in a bit too. Okay, with the winch being done, or the winch, some people could say it's a winch, I guess. With the winch being done, we now need to build that and get these 2 pieces of the ship connected. So we're going to go into special. We have a hook and we have an anchor. And this is what we're going to use. So first, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the... let's do the... I probably have to do this in 2 sets because it's really far away. It does actually reach those. Maybe it'll be okay. And it's going to go in a straight line to me, so I have to be careful of where this is going to line up. So I think probably I want it to be about there. That'll be where the hook is. And then the anchor point, we're going to have the anchor point be probably here, I think. Might be a little too high because I would like this to be in the center. So perhaps I put the anchor point over here. Can you reach that though? Oh, wow, it can. All right, cool. So we're going to pull this computer into here and then pull this up into that. That's going to put the computer in the center of the ship. So I'm kind of liking that. What else do we want to do? We got to repair our particle collector. Is a pretty good thing to repair right away. We have a bottle of water here. Let's go ahead and relocate that in with the colonists. And these things should all be connectable now. So I'm going to connect you then connect you, and then I can connect you. That's fine, but then also connect you. And that makes everything in here connected to the computer. So now I can properly monitor all this stuff, and I can control all of these things. It also means I get instant access to this matter reactor. So I now have extra power added to my grid. Take a look. We just got a bump in power, which means we're also producing, and we also can now consume more too, which is nice. We can get the full speed. So how this works with research is it takes 25 kilowatts of power to research construction speed in a day. However, if I only have, let's say, 20 kilowatts of power available, then it'll still research it, but it might take like a day and 4 hours. If I only have like 7 kilowatts available, again, it'll still research it, but now it might take 3 days. So you're going to get some research, but you don't get it in a day unless you have the full amount to dedicate to it. So it's important to keep your power going as fast as you can. This is a crafting station. It'd be really good to have that. This bed would be really nice to get. This is a big heater. It's a very good heater to have. I might go ahead and put that kind of like over in this general area. We'll have to use it there. Okay, it says we're currently capable of producing 50 kilowatts, but we're exceeding 80%. That's not a big deal. So we're gonna try to increase power production. And I've got a couple of solar panels here. So why don't we take this? Ooh, this is the problem, isn't it though? This is the problem. Tell you what, temporarily we're just gonna do this, and we'll get you connected like so. That should help our power. But now the winch is online, so we'll just. Ooh, I can't connect you. I can connect you here. Yeah, connected for the power. So the winch has power. It's right here, and it can reach the anchor. So we're gonna try to reel it in. Now what's gonna happen is it's also going to pull in anything else, right? So this is gonna get pulled in. This is gonna get pulled. It's all gonna get pulled in closer. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go, and confirm. So it's gonna pull in these extra sections that I made, and it's gonna bring it right on in, hopefully, to get into the center of the ship. So this is a really good location. But you can't stop it. Once you start it, you can't stop it. And so this is going to be just simply where this is. And a lot of stuff is going to end up being disconnected here probably. So let's take a look really quick. Make sure we're still connected. And it looks like we're still connected there. We never had a connection down here, so we're still fine. So I'm going to take, I think, and this little power connector, I'm going to relocate that down here, let's say, just to see. I'm going to eventually pull this side up now. I kind of wanted this to be a fish. I mean, it just looked like a fish, and now I want to make it a fish ship. Fish ship. But unfortunately, it's not going to work very well as a fish ship because I want this in the center. One thing I guess I could do is maybe cut all this out. We don't need it. We just cut it all out and then bring this in. That's one thing we could maybe do. We definitely want to relocate the winch to do that. If I was to hook to here and bring this up, that would probably work really well. So why don't we go ahead and do that too. I'll say the winch is here. And then the anchor, where's the anchor point? Anchor point should be underneath this. Where are you, anchor? It's underneath this. Can I see that location? Yeah, right there. Winch anchor. Relocate that, and we're going to bring, I think, the center. This part right here. I think we'll try to bring this up from there. So let's connect this to power again. Here we go. They're going to reinstall the anchor there, and we're going to say reel it in right there. Bring it up. Bring the two parts of the ship together. There we go. And it's not completely a fish. It's looking very close to a fish, though, isn't it? We're getting there. Is this how I want the ship to be? Or do I want it to be a little bit more compact? I can make it a little bit more compact. I can do that by deconstructing, let's say, this layer and this layer, as well as this. I want to take these solar panels. Nope, these are titanium plates. I mean, I could tell them to relocate the titanium plates, but it's not as useful. If I want to just pick one of the solar panels, it's pretty useful, though. So I just say, hey, relocate that there. Just keep moving the stuff out of the way so I can click a damn solar panel. There it is. And then there. I want to relocate the solar panels to be, let's say, over here. So bring them up there. Then I'll connect you to this. And then I can also get you to connect to these three once they do that. How are my colonists doing? Are they still living? Eisenmacher, Groot, keeping yourself real. That's nice. What's our stack of food looking like? So we start with a bunch of survival meals, and there's water, and there's basic survival resources in the area to start with. However, the area that these guys start in does not necessarily stay survivable. And what I mean by that is sometimes, depending on your map seed, these guys might spawn in an area that's simply not insulated. They might spawn in an area that's kind of exposed to space. Maybe they spawn in a room, but one of the windows are cracked. Or they spawn in a room where there's only a single door and it's open, right? And they go out of it, right? So that's why I locked these doors, to prevent them from leaving irresponsibly. But we can hopefully here we're gonna see a way to. I really like how this is though. I don't want to disrupt this. I like how that's built. I just want to move this closer. So I think that's what we're going to do. I might tear all of this out and just move this down and closer. Yeah, so let's deconstruct all of this all the way to here. We'll deconstruct all of that and this and this. Now, we don't want to... Yeah, I need to probably rearrange this a little bit. Where is the item that I'm trying to... No. When these things get stacked up, man, it is tough. Why don't we say special winch anchor? Now, I'm looking for storage. I don't think I have that available yet, so I can't do it yet. I mean, I'd like to just destroy all this. Can I just deconstruct all of this, please? Tear it all down. It's just going to be resources sitting around. And then what we can do, I guess, is tell them to relocate all the resources just like over here. So all the carriers at least have something to do by bringing those resources kind of over in this area. And then I think I want to tear all this out and get this to be nestled into here is what I think I want. So I'm going to tear all of this out. And that's going to remove the hook as well. We're not going to deconstruct the hook. We're going to cancel that deconstruction. Instead, just relocate it over somewhere else for now. Let's call it right here. We'll just put it right there. I'm not sure where the hook went, or the anchor. It's right here. Relocate that anchor to here for now. All right, let's let these drones get on doing what they're doing. Again, these guys are survivable right now. I don't need to do anything with them just yet, but it would be a very good idea to get power to this and start getting heat in here so that they can survive in here as well. There's a CPU module here. We're going to move that up to where our ship's computer is. And each one of these has a purpose. So the disk space is what you need to store more research. So you have to constantly expand your disk space to get more research. Memory is going to govern not only the types of research you can do because it takes more free memory, but also free memory is used to queue up commands. So I can tell them to do a whole bunch of different things. Go just do all these things. But eventually I'm going to fill up my RAM and I won't be able to tell them to do anything else until they complete certain tasks. And that's just going to be the way that is. And then the CPU power is going to dictate how many drones I can actually control. So that, in case you're wondering what all these different things do, that's what they do. I'm going to go ahead and put more disk space there. And this is oxygen. I'm going to relocate that oxygen, I think, probably over into this area because we're going to need oxygen over here pretty soon anyway. And also the planter. This planter box can get relocated over into here. And this is all disconnected now, so I need to reconnect it somehow. Let's go like that. There we go. Okay. That door's still unlocked, thankfully. So all this stuff got torn down. That's good. Now, I left this, and I shouldn't have. I should probably... I want to leave this floor tile. I can pull that in. Man, I won't be able to pull that in all the way, will I? I'm not going to be able to pull that in here all the way. I really want this to just be here. I think that would be the best place for it, but I don't think I'm going to get what I want there. Not unless I really tear stuff down. I mean, I guess I can do it. Confirm, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. It's got to come down, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. But once it comes down this far, I can't drag it this way because then it will be attached to this. So I need to come down 4 tiles and then over. So I would need to remove, looks like probably all of this to get that to come in here. So at least this far I need to take down. All right, we'll take that down. We'll also disconnect, do this one and this one. Let's take the connector. We'll relocate that down to be, let's say, here. And then I want to reconnect you to here. And then also connect you, and then connect you. And then I also, it looks like I need to fix the floor underneath that. Let's fix that too. All right, we'll take that down. So I'm leaving this tile because as I bring this down, it's going to hit this. Then I want to deconstruct this so it's not connected anymore and then pull it straight this way. That's the hope anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and also tear down this window so that I can get the winch direct access like that. And it looks to me like I got to do that. And then now it's all connected good. So winch gets power again. All right, now that this is exposed and open, I can then winch straight through. So I think we're almost ready here for that. So I actually should need to relocate the winch first. So we'll bring the winch to here, and we'll bring the anchor point over to here. And then we'll just connect the winch there, and let's reel it in. We should be able to do that. Almost. Let's get rid of this first, and then we can. And then I want to get rid of all this stuff too. Get that out of the way. And this. Get this out of the way too. All that stuff should just get broken down. And you. Try that too. Okay, I think we're ready to rock. So we're going to take this, reel it in. Nope. Nope. Reel it in. Yep. Go. And it brings it down to this spot. Good. See this, how it slams right there? And so now I can deconstruct that. I need to also deconstruct these 2 wall tiles, unfortunately, because they are in the way as well. And then we can re-hook the... That's going to fit. I think that's going to fit. It's so close, though. I think it's close enough. I think it's close enough where I can say it fits. Put the winch there and put the anchor right here. All right. Trying to assemble the ship the way I want, damn it. Probably taking way longer than I should to do it, too. Sorry. Construction speed is at least sped up now. That's good. We have spare power, spare memory, spare disk space, all that stuff. So I think now we're currently doing biotech. I guess that is somewhat important. And what's the quest? The quest is for a charging station. Oh, yeah, that's really freaking important. Hang on. I need to give these guys a way to charge themselves. We'll put a couple of chargers in here, and let's make this a high priority, because if these guys start running out of battery, the drones start running out of battery, that's going to be bad news bears. Let's go ahead and connect that. There we go. And then you're in, and whatever, that light's on too. Okay, I think we're super close, guys. Super close to getting this going. We just got the technology done. That's going to give us a storage unit, which is going to be very helpful very soon. So what I'd like to get done right now is, now that we have storage, I think it's in special. Nope. It's in facilities. I'd like to get a repair station up to help in case anything needs repairs. And I'd also like to get a storage unit, at least one, put in. And I think we'll start it off by being like right here. All right, so we're gonna store all these raw materials. It'd be nice to have that, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build that now too. Drones instantly go and charge themselves. Yeah, that was probably a close call. Okay, so I think this is all we need now. I think we're pretty damn close. Connect that so that everything else gets power, and then connect this. I have to keep reconnecting them because when you bring down this facility here, when I'm moving the ship's computer, basically, it's like registering it as a different element, a different craft kind of thing, right? And it's kind of disconnecting things because I'm moving it in and out of range of other parts. All right, so I think this is all free now. There's nothing around it. Should be able to just bring it right in. So let's see. Reel in right here. Go. Bring that right in here. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, you know what? That's acceptable to me. I think that's acceptable positioning for our ship computer. It's kind of like right in the middle. I think it's going to be good. So now we need to just make a whole bunch of floors. And I'll just do like this. Well, I could do this like this checkerboard pattern kind of thing. It's no big deal. Just get a whole bunch of floors in here and we'll just make floors. Okay, go. Let's seal it up. Let's get this stuff. We need to start pressurizing everything later on too. So let's get this going. I don't want to use every resource that we have. Like I don't want to have, oh, can you not connect? Really? Why not? Oh, this node's unreachable. Well, I can do that. There. You were closer now. Oh, how about this? Better? And then you go there. Yep, and then you go there, and there, and there, and there. Okay? Maybe that door too. That's an airlock door. Looks like that one is too. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna seal this up, patch up all the holes, and we could go ahead and make this, but I think this is a big enough ship for us for now. I mean, we can modify things as we go, but this is a pretty big ship. The one thing I will do, I think, is repair our shuttle, because we need to do that if we're gonna go on the surface anywhere. And then I also want to reconnect that. There we go. I think we'll make this. We could, for the time being, make this like our shuttle bay. And so it's like kind of open, but you know, like we don't want the shuttle to be in an open area. So we'll probably put a shuttle here. But out here could be just like this open deck area. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Got a disassembler here we can probably repair. There's a chair, a steel plate. What's underneath that steel plate? That is just a vent. We'll get that deconstructed. Okay. Seems good. So what I'm going to do now, while I'm researching biotech, which is going to allow our colonists to actually make their own food, is I'm going to be trying to make our ship pressurized. And that means I need it to be protected from space. So to do that, I need walls. I need everything to be fully enclosed. And so that's what I'm going to work on now. I think for starters, you can't make walls unless you have floors. So we're just going to take some regular floors and we're just going to maybe bring it all the way down to like, say, here for now. I'm not sure I need this to be all double walled or anything right now. I mean, this is a good exterior wall. I could just use it for now until I change it up. I guess that's probably acceptable to just use it while I have it. So let's go ahead and do something like this. It doesn't look like a fish anymore though, does it? Kind of want it to look like a fish now. This is still fairly, I'll say fairly fish-like. But for over here, if I want it to be fish-like, I'm going to have to kind of draw floors a little bit more carefully here. So we're going to say that from, let's say from this point, we start moving our way up. And we just sort of make this like a fin sort of thing. So it kind of works its way up kind of like that. Right? Kind of like this wall did. I could do it exactly like this wall did, but that's getting pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is 19 up. Do 20 or just the 19 starter on that. So this could go away. So we would want this to be canceled. And then it just goes up from there. So kind of like that. And then, yes, I know I can do things differently. Floors. I'm going to keep doing this the really slow way. I'm just so used to it that it's going to be really hard to change. Where did you start heading straight down? Right here, you start heading straight up. So we'll do straight up from here. And then over. Is it straight? No, it's still jaggedy. Wow. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we start jaggeding again. So from this point, we want to go up. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're just going to go, I guess, up like this. So it ends up being about there. Does that seem the same? It seems similar. It should be ending here. And so it's not quite the same. But you know what? Tell you what. Let me just play around with this just to get it, and I'll be right back. All right, I think I got it. It's looking pretty fish-like, okay? I'm thinking it's looking pretty dang fish-like. We had somebody named Matilda pop out of the pod and die pretty much immediately. I don't even know where they went. Their body's laying somewhere. Sorry, Matilda. She just popped out of the pod, went, whoa, what's going on here? Came out here and just died. It happens, man. It happens. We're gonna get that hooked up though. In fact, that's actually my quest objective, so probably should focus on that just a little bit better. Have any more of these nodes I can move? I'll just build one, whatever. They're not that expensive. Nope. Right here, connector. Let's get the connector just popped right next to this, I guess. Yeah, I could have moved this one. I have to repair it first, don't I? But look at the fishtail. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh, I think it does. And so now we're just going to complete this by making sure that we have walls. Now, I do want reinforced walls. So I just finished bio on this. Just finished biotech. We're going to grab hygiene, and then we're going to grab advanced construction. And that's going to allow me to build the reinforced walls, which are going to be really a lot better when it comes to damage protection and things. I've also moved these solar panels to be down here because I'm actually going to eliminate this wall. As much as I mean, like, it is a reinforced wall, and I was gonna move it, but now I'm thinking it's not worth it right now. I can probably move it later, or just replace this wall with. You know what? I'll just replace it later with a reinforced wall. Let's tear all of this down right here. I'm gonna deconstruct all of this just because I want this wall to be nice and like flat up there like this. And I was thinking, we could use this area and this area for solar panels. I know it's kind of going to ruin the fish look, but I think it would be okay. And now I want to name this arc Nemo. I'm like, this Fedora doesn't match. I'm going to name it Nemo for now. I don't even know how to rename the ship, to be honest. I think there is. I have to go to security controls. No, ship controls. Choose navigation. So we're going to be doing this. So you can build your ship in any orientation you want, except diagonal. So you can put your engines on this side. You can put your engines underneath. You can put your engines on top, whatever. You're just going to choose which direction is forward. And you can modify this at any time. So if you have engines all around your ship and you have a reason to switch it, you can do that. But in this case, I'm going to put my engines back here and make my fishy swim like a fishy. And so we're going to say east is the direction that my ship is going to be going as forward. Of course, we're not going to go anywhere yet, but yeah. Nian has construction up to 5. That's awesome. So yeah, with biotech done, we can now give them food production in this cooking station. Now the cooking station is a little risky because people who don't know what they're doing can start fires. And so I'm not really ready to give them that yet, but when the time comes and we're running out of survival meals, I will then give you a kitchen. Unless I can build you a kitchen, in which case then fine. But until I can build you a proper kitchen, that is just what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take out this wall. I don't think we need these wall tiles anymore. I'm gonna make this more square, I think. Yeah, we're gonna make this more square anyway. We'll just go ahead and delete that. These are all walls anyway, so we'll delete those too. Unless you're gonna delete the floor, which sometimes they do that, but they didn't do it this time. And then these are actually partial floors, so we need to replace these floors as well. So floor, let's do the checkered ones, yeah. Like so that we can get this place sealed up. That floor is already in. Good, good, good. Is there any other floors? Right here needs to be filled in. Right here needs to be filled in. Down here, up here, right there. We're gonna want to probably make that filled in. And then I guess what we could do is go something like this for the fin. It's gotta have a fin, right? Fish has gotta have a fin. And then we'll just fill this in with more floor tiles like that. All right. So hygiene's getting close. I'm going to give them a proper toilet and stuff. Let's move the shuttle. We'll relocate the shuttle down to here just to kind of get it out of the way. Turn this into a living area again. You can probably turn this into a living area too, so they have like more area to move around. Pop that shuttle down there. The disassembler, we could repair it. It's not really that vital right now. We need another power node. So I'm going to place that down in here just so I can give all this stuff power too. And then doesn't look like they've went ahead and repaired this yet. I guess there's no worker. It requires skill 2 out of 10. So like we have repair skill 2. I just don't know where they are. They're probably doing other things. We have a dust storm on the way. Oh, good. So the dust storm, give you a chance to see what that looks like as the graphics wall changed to reflect that it's very dusty. Dust storm in space. Now, this doesn't really affect our internals all that much as far as I'm aware, but what it does do is it degrades our solar panels and it forces them to need cleaned faster. And these storms can last many days, so it's not a guarantee that this is, it's not something simple. It's probably going to be a pain in your ass. Do I wait until I have reinforced walls to do this, or do I just replace the walls? I just can't decide. Part of me wants to just build the walls and get it over with. I think I should. I think I will. I'm just going to build walls and get it over with, and then we'll replace them with reinforced later. So let's make sure that this goes... color wall are you? Build a copy of you just so I can keep the right color. And we'll bring you all the way down like that. And then I want to double you up. I think until I get the reinforced walls, I'm just going to single you. Because there's no sense in me wasting resources. You only get half the resources back when you tear them down. And not necessarily the half that you want. So what I mean by that is resources or, construction projects that take multiple types of resources, you may not get all of those types back. I've had instances where like transistors and stuff were not returned to me. That kind of stuff can happen. Let's go ahead and get the floor. I just want the floor to be put in. Can you just do that? And then with this here, I can connect you to that, making sure we get power down here. What else can I get power to? We don't have any power to the... Oh, here we go. Connected. I was supposed to do that a long time ago. And now we get furniture. Very good. Also, science just got done, and that's going to give us a teleporter, which is super helpful. So we're going to work on that too. Now, the quest that we're working on now is to pressurize the Stasis Array. So we're working on getting hygiene and stuff too. So there's a couple of quests that are available right now. We're gonna work on getting this pressurized, and that's what I've been working on, is slowly getting, you know, the walls to surround my ship so that these different areas can be pressurized. So we're just gonna kind of go around like this, and now we have a fish. I didn't anticipate, like I didn't plan on making a fish, but here we are. We're gonna relocate you over here and get you out of the way. I wasn't planning on making a fish ship, but now I'm infatuated with the idea. I have to have the fish now. Here, so we're gonna take you straight across, and I think we'll just maybe go like this with you. That looks fairly fish-like, right? I can dig that. That seems very fish-like to me. We're gonna run with it and bring it down, and here. Okay. And then we'll get the walls put in there. All this stuff should be broken down. Apparently they're just too busy to do it. I understand. You guys have a lot on your plate. I am giving you a full course meal here. What kind of fish is this? I mean, it could be, there's so many different fishes it could be. I mean, if it's gonna be Nemo, then I guess it's a clownfish. Mark 1. Down to construction skill to level 5. You champion. Look at you go. Huh? Man, he's built a lot of stuff. Speaking of building a lot of stuff. All right, we still got plenty of steel plate left. There's a lot of steel plate still out in space too. So I could get the carriers. Once we're, you know, done with construction projects and stuff, we can get the carriers. You see all this stuff. It's everywhere. It's very, very dirty. It's very disgusting. We're going to get all that stuff and bring it to storage, and then probably get more storage and move storage and all that stuff too. So I might even relocate storage to be out here. I actually think I will. Yeah, there. And then I want to build another one, I think. Facilities, another storage unit. Build one there. So now that we have that research done, we can go into... it's not furniture, it's facilities. Yeah, we have a shower. Give people a shower, and also want to give you guys a toilet so that you can use those facilities and not feel like you have to poop in the plants all the time. Let's check their mood really quick. Mood is -8. Most likely it's because, yeah, so no shower. He still has a +5 on this because he wasn't expecting it, but now he's starting to get, he's starting to expect things now. And so his mood's decreasing. So we'll play it. Here we go. Get that done, and pressurize the stasis array is the next step. I mean, like I said, I'm very close to doing that. All I have to do is just close these and then get oxygen in here and heat. But this already has its own oxygen source, I thought. It's not going to show it because it's, you know, open to space right now. It also has its own heater, so there's a little bit of heat there too. These guys are still comfortable. 21C, oxygen at a nice easy 21%. We also have good oxygen in this area, and absolutely nothing going on out here. No oxygen out here. Starting to get some oxygen in here, but it does eventually dissipate when it gets out this way. So, okay. So I'm going to keep working on this, guys. And I think we're super close. I might call the video here just to pick it up from here next time. So this is a good start to our ship with this game. This is STARDEUS, like I said. I hope you guys will hit the like button. It really does help the channel out, especially with a new game and a new series and stuff. So I really hope you'll do that. I know this is a bit of a longer start, but at least I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments as well, okay? Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.